Let's talk about The Flash. So, The Flash came back this week. Came back on Tuesday on its normal night, but I couldn't do it that day because I didn't see it till really late, and then yesterday I had marching band, so we're going to talk about it today. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. I really liked it. I liked the more lighthearted. I saw they were trying to get it more lighthearted. Season 3 was just a little bit too dark. Got a little too dark at the end of it. And it just never felt like it was the same happy-go-lucky show that The Flash originally started as. So I was happy that they brought it back in this season to more of a happier side, and to actually change the characters around a little bit, and to change the way that it tells stories. And I'm not quite sure if I'm right about this or not, but I think it might have gotten a bigger budget, because we're gonna get into the spoiler territory here. So if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend go checking it out. It's basically all I'm gonna say. Pretty good episode. Go watch it. Spoiler warning here, so if you don't want to see it, click off the video. If not, we're gonna start the spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so first thing I gotta say is I'm not quite sure on this, so don't quote me on this, but I think The Flash might have gotten a bigger budget. Either that or they just used more of it in its first episode. Because it looked pretty good, especially for the CW. I mean, obviously you can tell that it was CG because it's the CW. It doesn't have that great CG. But it actually looked pretty good for a CW show, and it had 2 sequences that were completely CG. The rooftop scene with Gypsy, and then the one scene later with the Samuroid when Barry came back at the end. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, and that's the other thing. Barry came back in this episode. A lot of people were like, hey, I really want to see them not do what they did last year and bring Barry, get rid of Flashpoint in one episode. Keep Barry gone for a while. No, I'm actually glad they brought him back in the first episode, because it continued the storyline quite well, actually, from the last season, and I like the new suit. The new suit is really cool. It looks so much better than the last one. I like its improvements. The only thing I'm not quite happy about yet is the Thinker, because they did show the Thinker in the episode at the end of it, and I don't know, his character design just looked a little bit uninspired. Hopefully, maybe he'll look different, or maybe just the more I get to see of him, the better he'll look, but as of right now, I don't care for his look, but that's fine. I'm just kind of surprised they actually showed him, and another thing, I don't know if this is true or not, because it looked like it. I'm not quite sure. But from what it looked like to me, it looked like the Thinker was sitting in the chair in DC that, you could give it one question in the whole universe and it'll answer it no matter what the question is. And I can't think of its name right now, but it's a pretty important chair in the DC universe, and it looked like he was sitting in it. I don't know if he actually was or not. Maybe it was just close in design, but it did look like it. Basically, that's all I have to say. I do like most of the characters there. The only one I didn't quite care for in this episode was Iris. Mostly just because she was being a huge downer because everyone else was like, let's go get Barry, and she's like, no. You should be the one wanting Barry back. Why? So I do get the purpose of why she was doing that, because of what Barry said last season at the finale. But I just think they could have done that a little bit differently. And I feel like Iris wouldn't have been the one to do that. If anyone, it would have been HR, not HR, but Harry or something like that. Speaking of Harry or HR or anyone played by Tom Cavanaugh, he wasn't in the episode. He was mentioned once by name, but he was never actually shown, so that's quite interesting, but he is back, I think. He was on set, at least for a while, and he's directing a lot of the episodes this year, so that will be interesting. They also explained how Julian isn't there. He moved back to London. Now, this makes sense mostly just because I think they're going to bring him back eventually. I think they're going to try. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think it's because he's filming a movie right now, but I'm not exactly sure why he couldn't do season 3 or just or season 4 or didn't, whatever was the problem. I think they're going to try to bring him back for future seasons, so I wouldn't completely if he never comes back, I want them to have more of a send-off than just, oh, he moved to London. But if he does come back, then it's fine. I like it then. I started to like his character at the end, and Caitlyn's back. Kind of. At the end of the episode, she had been Caitlyn for most of the episode, for all the episode. At the end of it, someone had like a confrontation with Caitlyn, and she kind of went Killer Frost on him. So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure exactly if she's gonna continue to be Killer Frost, if they're gonna drag that out again this season. I heard that fans of both Caitlyn and Killer Frost will be happy, but I don't want them to do the whole thing like that they did last year. Like, she's Caitlyn. Oh, she's not. Like, battling with her powers. The idea that I thought they would bring is just have Caitlyn have powers, but not have, like, the mind thing of Killer Frost. And, they never really explained why when Caitlyn turns to Killer Frost, why she is evil. Like, they do have an explanation in the comics, and they didn't really explain it. And, I think they should explain it, because it's a little bit, interesting. But other than that, I really did like the episode. I only have those few gripes about it. And I am excited for Season 4. I really like the way that they're going back into the direction of less darkness and bigger humor. And so I like that, and we'll just have to see where it goes from here. So thank you all so much for watching. If you saw the Flash Season 4 premiere, tell me what you thought about it in the comments down below. Tell me how your day was. And don't forget to continue watching The Flash for more episodes. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!